Shields are one of the most common pieces of equipment for mobile suits. However, there are several different types of shields, with each having their own advantages. Physical shields can be made up of different materials and have radically different sizes and shapes depending on the function. A common feature of physical shields is to have an anti-beam coating applied to them to increase defense against beam weapons. Physical shields can also have weapons mounted onto the shield itself, such as the Gyeon with its missile shield, which serves as that mobile suit's only ranged weapon option. However, physical shields are often extremely heavy, commonly weighing several tons, and can be hard to swing around to block incoming attacks, especially in the hands of rookie pilots. This causes many machines to either have shields mounted onto the mobile suits themselves, such as the Zaku 2 shoulder shield, or just straight up removing the shield altogether, instead opting to just increase the amount of armor on the mobile suit itself. Next up, we have eye fields. These fields are made of Minovsky particles, which block all incoming beam attacks. First tested out by Zeon aboard the Big Zom mobile armor, the tech was further refined on mobile suits such as the new Gundam with its fin funnel barrier, and later on, the Gundam Crossbone X3 and X1 patchwork. However, the biggest downsides are the fact that eye fields only deflect beams and mega particle attacks, and are generally useless against physical weapons. Not to mention, it requires a huge amount of power to actually keep these things operational, leading to these things not being too common on mobile suits. An alternative universe version that is very similar to an eye field would be the GN field, which, much like the eye field, uses the particles produced by mobile suits with GN drives to create a protective barrier that protects against all attacks, though this one does protect against physical projectiles as well. Finally, we have beam shields. These began seeing widespread use in the UC-120s, with mobile suits such as the Denon series being the first mobile suits to use them en masse. Unlike an eye field, beam shields block both traditional and beam attacks, all while being easier to use than traditional physical shields. This concept also bleeds over into alternative universes, where mobile suits such as the Strike Freedom also include beam shields. A variant of the beam shield is known as the beam rotor, first developed by Bespa in the UC-150s. Beam rotors deploy several tiny thin beam blades out of the emitter that spin rapidly. These not only block attacks like a beam shield, but can also be used as a cutting melee weapon, and somehow also creates a phenomenon similar to a Minovsky craft system, which allows the mobile suit to frickin' fly like a helicopter. Of course, the beam shield's biggest downside is if you destroy the emitter, the entire beam shield goes down.